Cold out here in Central Texas right now, middle of December. So we're going to grit and bear and take the cold so that we can get you guys some cool reviews. What we've got today is ATN's new X-Sight 2. They make this in two models. This is the 3 to 14, and they've got the big brother here, which is the 5 to 20. Now, if you're not familiar with this scope, it is pretty bitchin'. It's not your typical glass scope. It's actually a screen, so it operates similar to like thermal, where you're actually watching an image projected rather than, looking through glass. And the really neat thing about this is that it's night vision as well. So with this scope here, you can clip this on any rifle. You can plug in ballistic calculations. You put in your bullet weight. You put in the muzzle velocity, all sorts of things like that, and it will actually do the calculations and move the reticle where it needs to be for a bullet drop, things of that nature. So pretty innovative, pretty cool, and very reasonably priced. I think these are coming in about $500, and the big brother's coming around $600. You'll have to check my math on that, but I think that's about what they're retailing for. Very, very cool because, again, it's you have a multitude of magnifications, so you can zoom in with the screen, you can zoom out with the screen. One of my favorite parts about it is that it's Wi-Fi compatible with your phone. So you can actually get this thing to connect with your phone via Wi-Fi, and someone can be watching what you're seeing through the scope on a phone or tablet or laptop. There's a plug on the side for a micro USB as well, and mini SD cards or micro SD cards. So you can plug it in and record what you're actually seeing through the scope. Another neat feature about it is that it's got what's called recoil activated recording. So it's constantly recording through the time the scope's on, and when you fire a shot, it recognizes the recoil and keeps the recording from 4, 6, 8 seconds back before your shot to as long as you want forward of it, and you can change all those in the settings. So pretty neat if you're out on a trophy hunt, or you want to show your buddies a shot you made or something like that. You can record it all, and you've got proof of how good your shot was, so they're not relying on your fish stories. Pretty bitchin' setup here. It works, again, night vision is one of my favorite features about it. I'm just starting to get into night vision and hunting at night, and it is pretty awesome to be able to see something several hundred yards out that, otherwise without a flashlight or any other ambient light you couldn't see. It does have a infrared light that clips on the side here. And from what I've played with so far, it actually casts a really, really good light. So you can see this thing for, a couple hundred yards out. We've got a range behind us. We've got a target set out at about 100 yards. Another neat thing about it, it's got a rangefinder built in it. So you essentially put your reticle on the top. You put it on the rangefinder setting. You put your reticle on the top of the animal or the target or whatever, pin it, and then bring your reticle down to the bottom, pin it again, and it'll basically figure out the distance for you. So you can either do it by inches and say, I know my target is 20 inches, which the one out here is. We can pin the top, pin the bottom. It'll recognize that 20 inches is so far away, and it'll do the calculations for you. Or it's got pre-programmed settings to where you can look at like your average whitetail. Pin the top, pin the bottom, and it'll figure out the range for you. Hog is another setting, coyote is another setting. And then you can build custom ones as well. Another cool thing about it, and this is especially true for when you're firing at distance, is you can actually program a variety of bullets in here. So if you have this on, your 16-inch AR-223, and you're running, 55 grain, hollow points or whatever, or soft tips, and you want to set that as a setting in here, you can save it, and then you can pull this off, put it on your AR-10, put it on your bolt rifle, whatever else, and then program in a different set of ballistic calculations, muzzle velocity, your weight of your bullet, things like that, and it'll also make those calculations and save them for you. So you just have to go to your most recent profile or whichever profile you're going to be using, and it'll do everything for you. So I'm really thrilled with that because I hate math, and the dope charts of old are kind of getting antiquated. I know that nothing is as accurate as going that route, but they've made leaps and bounds. Technology advancements with the ballistic calculations. So very, very excited to plug this thing in and get it firing with our AR here. It runs on 4 AA batteries. So great, you can go to Costco and buy a whole pack of those. It does go through